So we are going to discuss Chapter 1, the historical background of industrial security concept. So, the historical background of the security industry or the industrial security concept is start on the so-called Commonwealth Act number 1, the original policy basis of the National Security Program of the Republic of the Philippines. This act is mandated the establishment of a Council of National Defense. Okay, kung saan po yung national defense na yan consist of the president, the vice president, the head of each executive department, and the chief of staff, and the 6 other members to be designated by the president. So once or nung nag-start po yung tinatawag po nating National Security Program ng Republic of the Philippines, okay, nagkaroon na po ng or nag-start ng mag-designate yung president ng different executive department and 6 other members. Okay, si president po ang magdi-designate po ng mga yan. Subsequent to the World War II, which included a period during which the Commonwealth government operated as a government in exile. The subsequent to the recognition of the Republic of the Philippines as a sovereign nation, we have President Elpidio Quirino. Siya po yung president that time nung nag-start po yung policy regarding the National Security Program, established the National Security Council as a body so named. So President Elpidio Quirino was the one who established the National Security Council. Okay, so dyan na po nag-start or dyan na po nag-originate yung tinatawag po nating background ng ating national security. The 1987 Constitution mandates civilian control of the military and establishes the President as a Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Yes, kahit ngayon po, if you are the President, he or she will be the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The President also heads the National Security Council. Okay? Siya din po ang magiging head ng ating National Security Council. Ostensibly, the policy-making and advisory body for matters connected with national defense. Also, we have former President Corazon Aquino re-established the council in 1986 through an executive order that provided for a National Security Council director to advise the President on national security and for a National Security Council secretariat. So, noong si President Corazon Aquino na po ang naging president, ni-re-establish po niya yung National Security Council po natin. Which means, kapag sinabi po natin ni-re-establish, pinalitan po niya at the same time, dinagdagan. Okay? So, yan po yung start ng pag-usbong ng tinatawag po nating national security. Also, the Government Justice and Labor and Employment called ministers before the 1987. By the end of the 1990, however, the National Security Council had only convened twice. When we say convened, meeting. Okay, meeting po. So, 2 beses lang po silang nagkaroon ng meeting. Okay, magmula nung ginawa yung national security hanggang natapos po noong 1990. So, 2 meeting lang po yun. Responsibility for national security was vested in the Department of National Defense. Okay, hindi po siya under ng DILG. Hindi po kagaya ng ating Tri-Bureau. Okay, Tri-Bureau is under DILG. Ito po, ang national security is under the Department of the National Defense. That time, the principal function of the department in 1991 were to defend the state against internal and external threats and through the Philippine National Police to maintain law and order. So that time, as we all know, meron na rin po tayong Philippine National Police. So, katulong po ng ating mga kapulisan yung tinatawag po nating mga national security. The Secretary of National Defense, by law, a civilian, was charged with advising the President on defense matters and developing defense policy. Then in 2002, okay, President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo won a crucial backing from his cabinet and the Congress for the deployment of US soldiers in the country as part of the war on terrorism. Yes, nangyari po yan noon nung naging president na po si Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. So, under her mandate, nagkaroon or nakapag-deploy po sila ng mga US soldiers, okay? Dahil nga po that time, meron po tayong war on terrorism. So, there is a big possibility na pasukin po noon ang Pilipinas ng mga terorista. The President convened a meeting of the country's National Security Council during the time, in a bid to pull wavering officials, including her vice president, into line and smoothed over differences in her administration over the issue. Arroyo insisted her oppositions to marshal support for her stance to back a US-led campaign against terrorism. So, dyan na po talaga nag-start lahat, okay, when it regards to our national security or the so-called industrial security concept. Okay? Also, meron din po tayong tinatawag na National Security Advisor or NSA. And Director General served as a Chief of Staff and Advisor of the Special Concern in National Security to the President. Okay, the NASA has a cabinet, or the NSA has a cabinet rank in the government. The current Director General and National Security Advisor is Secretary Hermogenes S. Peron. So, siya po noon. Ito po, that's the time of the former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. So, ang naging National Security Advisor is si Hermogenes S. Peron. Okay? The NSC function is to advise the President with respect to the integration of the domestic, foreign, and military policies. So, as you can see, hindi pa po yan yung tinatawag nating security guard lang. Okay? Kung makikita po ninyo, okay, the so-called national security is the integration of domestic and foreign and military policies, okay, relating to national security. It is also said that it served as the president's principal arm. So, sila po, para po silang mga PSG, okay, ng president. Wala pa po or hindi pa po nag-originate yung tinatawag po nating security guard. So, nung time na yon, yung security po na tinatawag natin, okay, yan po yung mga securities ng mga VIPs, mga officials, okay, and the president itself. It is a concept that refers to a series of security activities that protect resources and minimize risk and loss to prevent leakage of key technologies and confidential information at the enterprise level and affect national problem as well. It is the status reached when the appropriate measures and procedures are implemented to gain access, handle, or generate classified information during the performance of a classified contract or program. So, sinisecure din po nung tinatawag nating national security, and they are also preventing the leakage of any document or confidential document, okay, of our country. So, diyan po or yan na po yung trabaho po nila that time. Then we have the Republic Act 5487. It is an act that regulates the organization and operation of the private detective watchmen or security guard agencies, and it is known as private security agency law. But before RA 5487, bago lumabas yung Republic Act na yan, there is no law. Okay? Wala pong batas regarding private detective, watchmen, or security guard agencies. Okay? Hindi pa po nagagawa yung tinatawag po nating private security agency law. What they need is only a permit from the city or municipal mayor to hire a security guard. So noon, hindi pa po kailangan ng rules and regulation under the Republic Act 547. Kasi if you are going to hire a security guard, kukuha ka lang po ng permit sa city mayor or municipal mayor para ma-hire mo yung security guard na yan or yung tao na yan. Okay? Ganun po noon nung hindi pa po lumalabas yung Republic Act 5487 known as the Private Security Agency Law. Then lumabas po yung tinatawag po nating PC-SOSIA. Ang ibig pong sabihin ng PC-SOSIA, Philippine Constabulary Supervisory Unit for Security and Investigation Agency. Okay, meron din po tayo noong PC, Philippine Constabulary, that is for police. Okay, sa mga police naman po yon. Pero when it comes to security, okay, meron po silang tinatawag na PC-SOSIA. Okay, or the Philippine Constabulary Supervisory Unit for Security and Investigation Agency. PC-SOSIA was formed as a result of the approval of the RA 5487, which direct the Chief PC Philippine Constabulary to issue rules and regulation concerning the implementation of RA 5487. Later was changed to PNP-SOSIA. Okay? So, nung nagkaroon na po ng connection ang PNP sa PC-SOSIA, ginawa na po siyang PNP-SOSIA. Okay? So, ang ibig na pong sabihin yan is Philippine National Police Supervisory Unit for Security Investigation Agency. So, yung tinatawag po natin noong Philippine Constabulary was dissolved and the personnel was merged to the PNP. Diba? Alam naman po natin yan na ang unang pangalan ng PNP is Philippine Constabulary. Then, PNP-SOSIA or the PNP Supervisory Office of the Office for Security and Investigation Agency. It is responsible for the issuance of implementing orders regarding the rules and regulations affecting security agency operation. So yung tinatawag po nating PNP-SOSIA, ang responsibilidad lang po nila is nakapalibot lamang po sa tinatawag nating security agency operation. Hindi po kasali ang PNP operation doon. Okay, pangalan lang po ang napalitan, but the responsibility itself, doon lamang po nakapalibot sa security agency operation. Then we have the PNP-SAG or SD, or tinatawag po nilang PNP Security Agency Guard or PNP Supervision Division for National. Okay, sa national na po yan, PNP-SAG or SD. Then we have PNP FE or FE and SAGs or PNP Firearms and Explosive or PNP Security Agency Guard Services for local. So we have the national level and the local level. Kapag national lang pinag-uusapan, that is PNP SAG SD. Kapag local naman, PNP FE or SAGs. Also, the PNP FE or SAGs, it directs the Chief of PNP to issue rules and regulation concerning the implementing rules of RA 547. This RA effectivity is October 3, 1972 and January 17, 1975 as mandated by the PD number 11 and 11A. and again amended in 2003 with title, na-revise po ha, Revised Rules and Regulations Implementing RA 87 as amended. So, diyan po nag-start. As we all know, hindi po siya nag-start as industrial security concept. Nag-start po siya as the National Security Agency. Okay? Hanggang nagkaroon na po ng division by division. Okay? Naging PC SOSA siya, and then naging PNP SOSA na po siya. At nagkaroon na rin po sila ng tinatawag po nating per level. Nagkaroon sila ng national level and local level. Then, we have the so-called private detective agency. Okay? I know hindi po ito masyadong naririnig dito sa Pilipinas, but in other countries, they have private detective agency. When we say private detective agency is any person who for hire or reward or on commission conducts or carries on or hold himself out as a conducting or carrying on a detective agency or detective service. Kapag detective po kasi, para rin po yung Philippine National Police, pero magkaiba po sila ng trabaho. Okay? Ito po kasi si private detective agency, hinahire po yan ng isang tao. Okay? Para kumalap ng information, kumalap ng pictures. Pero si PNP, they are the arresting officer po. Arresting official, sila po yung mga yon. Private detective, okay, any person who is not a member of a regular police agency. I repeat, dapat po ang private detective, hindi po siya member ng any Philippine National Police or any regular police agency or armed forces. Okay? Who does not detective work for high reward or commission. Kapag PNP or armed forces po kasi, under po yan ng government natin. Sinesweldohan po sila. Okay? Kapag private detective po kasi, hinahire po sila. Okay? Kapag nagawa nila ng maayos yung trabaho nila, may reward po yan. May commission pa. Hindi po yan under ng ating government. Kaya nga tinawag siyang private eh. Okay? Yun naman po ang pagkakaiba. Kung sa government, meron silang Philippine National Police, sa private naman or sa mga citizen natin, pwede po silang mag-hire ng private detective. Tsaka lang naman po nagkakaroon ng hiring ang private detective or for example, tsaka lang naman ako mag-hire ng private detective is una, okay, hindi nagagawa ng maayos yung trabaho ng mga ating kapulisan. Parang kulang. Okay? Kasi syempre, hindi lang naman po yung paghahanap ng trabaho or hindi lang naman po yung paghahanap ng tao yung trabaho ng ating mga kapulisan. So, much better kung mag-hire po kayo ng mga private detective. Then, lumabas po yung tinatawag po nating PADPAO, Philippine Association of Detective and Protective Agency Operators. As you can see, sa mga nakikita ninyo or kakilala ninyong mga security guard, yung patches nila, meron pong nakalagay doon na PADPAO. Okay? So, dyan po sila. Iyan po yung organization nila. Philippine Association of Detective and Protective Agency Operators. Then, we have the watchman or security guard. Person who offers or renders personal service to watch or secure either residential or business establishment or both any building, compound, or area for hire or compensation or as an employee thereof. Yes, kapag security guard na po, yan na po yung mga hinahire natin para po bantayan yung properties po natin like house, building, business establishment, or any properties po natin. Even tao, di ba? Pwede rin po yan. Then, security agency, any person, association, partnership, or corporation who recruits Okay? Who recruits person para po magtrabaho po sa kanila. That is security agency. Then, the private security business began on March 11, 1933, when the first formally licensed private security agency, Special Watchman Agency, started operations. So, yung kauna-unahan po, the first formally licensed private security agency, ang tawag po sa kanila is the Special Watchman Agency. Okay? But later on, ipinangalan po doon is Jimenez Security Agency. It is founded by brothers Juan and Pedro Jimenez. Okay, so yan na po yung pangalan ngayon ng tinatawag po nating Special Watchman Agency. Then, on May 30, 1985, the PADPA were formally organized. Take note, okay, formally organized pa lang po ang PADPA noong May 30, 1958 po pala yun, hindi po yung 1985, 1958. Then, RA 5487 was passed on June 13, 1967 through the continuous lobbying of incorporators and officers of PADPAW, which set the standard and minimum requirement for the operation of security agency. And then nagkaroon din po tayo ng PD-11. Ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina sa I think mga pangatlong slides po natin kanina. Okay? To include security guards employed in logging, concessions, agricultural, mining, and pasture land. Yes, di ba nga, security guard, yan yung mga hinahire mo to secure your properties. Okay, hindi lang po building, hindi lang po bahay. Even your agricultural, mining, and pasture lands, meron din po yung mga yan. Lalong-lalo na po sa mga mayayamang tao or personalities. Okay? Then we have PD 100, issued on January 17, 1973, broadening the coverage of the security industry to include employees of the national or local government or who are employed to watch or secure government building and property. So nung naisabatas ang PD 100 at na-issue ito noong January 17, 1973, naging broad na po yung coverage ng ating security. Okay, hindi na lang po sa mga private houses, private establishment, private properties. Okay, hindi na lang po yun yung mga sinisecure nila. Sinisecure na rin po nila yung tinatawag po nating government building and properties. Okay, under po yan ng ating tinatawag na PD 100. Then on August 1969, the Philippine Constabulary activated the Security and Investigation Supervisory Office or SIASO to supervise and control the organization and operation of private security and detective agencies nationwide. SIASO. Okay? Diyan na rin po. Hindi na lang po per locality, naging nationwide na po siya. Later on, it was renamed Philippine Constabulary Supervisory Office for Security and Investigation Agencies or PC-SOSA. Yan po yung kanina. And then naging SAGSD po siya, then naging SOSA na lang po siya. Okay, SOSA, Security Investigation Agency or PNP-SOSA. Okay, sa mga patches din po ng mga security officer po natin, nandiyan din po yung word na SOSA. Then, we have the concept of security. Historically, criminology has explored security by focusing its attention on what one might think or as hitting and taking harms, typically though of as crimes that threaten peaceful coexisting along with the governance process, particularly criminal justice that have been developed to respond to them. The word secure, okay, concept concept po ito ng security ha. The word secure is derived from the Latin word securus, which means safe or without care, or from secura, wherein si means free from and cura means care. Okay, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng Latin word na securus. Security is a state or condition of being secured. Kaya nga nandoon yung word na security. Kasi nga, para ma-secure ka, para ma-secure mo. Okay, there is a freedom from fear, harm, danger, loss, destruction, or damages. Kasi nga, nasisecure. Kaya, hindi po lalabas yung takot, yung harm, yung panganib, kaya yung pagkawala or distraction. Basically, it was the action of a man against man that led to many unsecured and unsafe conditions. Reason could be economic, revenge, or just plain greed and avarice. Whatever the motives, the civilized man needs adequate protection. Remember, ang security po na word or security officer is for private person or civilian. Okay? Security, it is a freedom from or resilience against the potential harm caused by others. Okay? Beneficiaries of security may be of persons and social groups. Okay? Or any entity. Also, security, the predictable state or condition which is free from harm, destruction, and intimidation. Also, it is free from fear or danger. Okay? At sa mga crime na pwede pong mangyari sa sa ating mga civilian or as a civilian. Okay? So, diyan po nag-start yung concept ng tinatawag po nating security. Okay? To care. Okay? Free from or to care. Okay? Para po pangalagaan yung seguridad po ninyo. That is security.